The mic, we hype it up right. Got the vibe so tight, no need for a spotlight. Join the squad, get loud in the chat, hit follow. Lounging with John, where the party's at. John and Brandon on the mic, we hype it up right. Got the vibe so tight, no need for a spotlight. Join the squad, get loud in the chat, hit follow. Lounging with John, where the party's at. Live stream magic, we chillin', no static, mad laughs, crazy tricks, reaction so classic. Popcorn ready, pull up a comfy chair. Joining this vibe, you better come prepared. Welcome to the stream, our digital dream. John and Brandon, hottest team you've seen. Got the content that makes you scream. Follow lounging with John, join the team. Hit that subscribe, stay alert for the buzz. Games, chats, and more, that's just what it does. In the act of fun, we're always engaging. Community strong, never needs rephrasing. Every session lit, never know what to expect. Could be a game, a spree, or some wild tech. Spontaneous fun, nowhere to miss. Join the live and get the gist. Welcome to the stream, our digital dream. John and Brandon, hottest team you've seen. Got the content that makes you scream. Follow lounging with John, join the team. Hit that subscribe, stay alert for the buzz. Games, chats, and more, that's just what it does. And no act of fun, we're always engaging. Community strong, never needs rephrasing. Every session lit, never know what to expect. Could be a game, a spree, or some wild tech. Spontaneous fun, nowhere to miss. Join the live, you get the gist. Welcome to the stream, our digital dream. John and Brandon, hottest team you've seen. Got the content that makes you scream. Follow lounging with John, join the team. Join the team. Join the team. Join the team. John and Brandon on the mic, we hype it up right. Got the vibe so tight, no need for a spotlight. Join the squad, get loud in the chat, hit follow. Lounging with John, where the party's at. John and Brandon on the mic, we hype it up right. Got the vibe so tight, no need for a spotlight. Join the squad, get loud in the chat, hit follow. Lounging with John, where the party's at. Live stream magic, we chillin', no static, mad laughs, crazy tricks, reaction so classic. Popcorn ready, pull up a comfy chair. Joining this vibe, you better come prepared. Welcome to the stream, our digital dream. John and Brandon, hottest team you've seen. Got the content that makes you scream. Follow lounging with John, join the team. Hit that subscribe, stay alert for the buzz. Games, chats, and more, that's just what it does. In the act of fun, we're always engaging. Community strong,
Another flight
never needs
that we're
rephrasing.
gonna
Every
do.
session lit, never know what to expect. Could be a game, a spree, or some wild tech. Spontaneous fun, nowhere to miss. Join the live and get the gist. Welcome to the stream, our digital dream. John and Brandon, hottest team you've seen.
All right, we have got another flight we're about to do. I went ahead and turned that down. Got to go off here in a minute. We got to go build our flight plan real quick. So let's do that. Somebody was asking how did I assign my flights for the airline that I fly with. Well, I'll show you exactly how that works. I'm going to go here to FS Hub. Actually, before I even go there, I got to go here. Actually, got to go to simbrief.com. That's where we build our flight plans. Okay. And then we go over here to dispatch. Go down to new flights. And here we go. We're going to put in our airport code, which is GSI for Gold Star International. I always put 009er Delta Whiskey. And then we're going to put KATL for Atlanta. And then KDTW for Detroit. And then we select our airplane here. Whoops. Oh, come on. What are we doing here? There we go. And then two extended tanks. There we go. Then we'll hit generate flight here real quick. Alright, so we got it generated here. So next thing I'm going to do is alright, so it's got us going 35,000. Cost index is 68. Average wind 285/100. I don't know if that's correct or not, but there's our weights. So we'll copy that. I always copy this stuff down, guys, so I got it. Okay, so fuel-wise, it's saying that we're going to be using 16,868. And then here's our routes. And then once I got that copied, I closed the SimBrief page. So now we'll go to FS Hub. And then I will just go and import it real quick. go to my flight plan, and then from there, go to import. And then I just imported it. And then there it is. And then once I save that, like I just did, we'll close it, and then I open up SimBrief Downloader, and what this is going to do is going to pull the flight plan from SimBrief and put it automatically into the PMDG folder. Here at the top, you can see where it says GSI 009DW B739 KATL KDTW. Go down to export. 6 files have been copied. Close it. There we go. That's done. And then I close that window. Now, we do have passengers, so we're going to open packs. I'll check the chat here in a minute in case it's not reading to me. If anybody's talking, just give me a second and I'll look at that. Oh, I hate when it does that bridge HUD. We hit yes here. Fly with career mode, yes. There it is. KATL, KDTW. 35,000. Wi-Fi, in-flight entertainment. Hit next. All right, now we'll go ahead and open First Officer. We'll hit connect. And now we're just going to wait on our pilot to do his thing. I did make a few changes in the simulator with the settings. I hope it fixes it, because we were having some
Starting
issues.
pre-flight flow.
Good evening, Captain.
Okay, it is working. All right. I need to... All right, there's our TFM. I don't know if my chat thing doesn't always work, you guys, so if you're typing, hold on. Randy, welcome to the stream. Richard. Um, all right, if you guys can't see the simulator screen, please let me know, but it should be showing you the correct screen, I hope. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Once we get in the air, I do have a discussion that I'm going to be doing. I need to start putting in there where I'm flying and what we're going to be talking about, because I talk about important stuff when I'm flying as well. So doing good, thank you. Thank you for asking. How are you doing tonight? I really appreciate you guys coming up here, watching my live streams and showing your support. You guys, it means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Good. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're having a good day, good evening. Well, unless you're in a different country, it could be day, I guess. But I did want you guys to know, I really do appreciate you guys. I know that, you know, I've got my flaws and stuff that I've could have done better on my stream sometimes. Like, there have been a couple times when it wasn't showing you guys the cockpit and I didn't realize it. But I appreciate you guys, and just be patient with me. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I mess up.
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear.
But I appreciate you guys a whole lot.
2.10. Altimeter 30.12.
Don't forget, you guys, I'm trying to reach 1,000 followers by Friday. We are at 200, or 200, my gosh. We're at 956. We need 54 more followers to reach 1,000. And I know we're going to get more than 1,000, but I just got that goal set till Friday. I'm like, by Friday, I'm going to reach 1,000. I'm actually in the Microsoft 2020 Flight Simulator, flying in the B737 900 ER, 739 ER. Flying from Atlanta, Georgia to Detroit, Michigan. Guys, it's going to start getting nice outside, so that means you're going to see me on camera more as well. I wish I had a camera to hook up when I'm flying like this and you guys could still see me, but yes, as a matter of fact, you can. Turtle, you sure can. Which is pretty amazing. It's Microsoft 2020 is a very educational simulator too, so you really got to learn some stuff, you know, about flying. It's pretty amazing.
Would you mind checking the SIDS and stars? Heading out for my checks.
Alright, he wants me to check the SID and stars.
Speedbird 226 Heavy is cleared to Heathrow Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 27 left climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure frequency is 135.375 squawk 1545.
26 left.
Delta 1351 Heavy cleared to Pittsburgh
Page
Airport
2.
as filed.
26 left, page
Takeoff
2.
runway 27 right climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure on 121.225 squawk 0352. Delta 1351
Right,
Heavy
soft
readback
1.
is correct. Contact ground on 129.25 when ready to taxi. Good day. Atlanta clearance delivery Delta 1175 Heavy ready to copy IFR clearance to Richmond. Delta 1175 Heavy is cleared to Richmond Airport as filed.
Alright, there's our departure. Now we're going to do our arrival.
Departure frequency is 121.
Set up our arrival on the CDU here.
Atlanta clearance delivery Endeavor 5358 Heavy IFR to
21
Augusta, ready to
left.
copy. Endeavor 5358 Heavy is cleared to Augusta Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 26 left climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure frequency is 124.6 squawk 1265.
Alright, right soft 5.
Delta 1175 Heavy cleared to Richmond Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 27 right climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure on 133.475 squawk 0563. Delta 1175 Heavy readback correct.
Okay.
Contact ground on 128.975. Good day.
Subway. Execute.
Atlanta clearance delivery Delta
There we go.
1508 Heavy IFR to San Antonio ready
So
to
now,
copy. Delta
we're gonna go over here to
150
the-
Heavy is cleared to San Antonio Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 27 right climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
I gotta go and verify everything
Departure
on the flight
frequency is
plan here.
121.0 squawk 3367.
Alright.
Atlanta clearance
26
delivery Delta
left, yes.
1601 IFR to Houston ready to copy.
35,000,
Delta
yes.
1601 is cleared to Houston Airport as filed. Takeoff
Flaps
runway
5 for
26 right climb and
takeoff.
Maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is 124.6 squawk 1651.
We're gonna do flaps 10
Atlanta
on
clearance
takeoff.
delivery UPS 1307 Heavy
18,000
IFR to
for
Philadelphia, ready to
transition.
copy. UPS
Oh yes, food and
1307
drinks
Heavy
are
is cleared to
included, my
Philadelphia
friend.
Airport as filed.
Absolutely.
Takeoff runway 26
Alright,
left
looks
climb
like we're gonna be
and
doing
maintain
full
11,000
flaps on
feet.
approach
Departure frequency is 127.25
and
squawk
full
6547.
brakes on landing. 18,000 for transition.
Atlanta clearance delivery Delta 818 Heavy IFR to DFW ready to copy. Delta 818 Heavy is
Drinks
cleared to
are on
DFW
me
Airport
tonight on the
as
airplane,
filed.
folks.
Takeoff runway 26 right climb
Food
and
too,
maintain
if you
13,000 feet.
need a little food,
Departure
well,
frequency is 127.9
that'd be on me too. There you go.
Atlanta clearance delivery
Alright, we're
Delta
back on the
3184 Heavy ready
flight
to copy
simulator
IFR
here, so
clearance
you guys
to
should be
Jackson.
seeing the cockpit.
Delta 3184 Heavy is cleared to Jackson Airport as
I'm
filed.
hoping we don't run into no
Takeoff runway 27 right
problems
climb and
with
maintain
takeoff like
13,000
we
feet.
did on our previous flight.
Departure frequency is
But
124.6 squawk 7771.
I'm coming to think that I might need to get a new yoke system. The yoke that I've got here is the Honeycomb Alpha, and I've had it for about 5 or 6 years, and there might be a way to take it apart and clean it, but I don't want to mess with that stuff because you don't want to mess with them bands in there and mess up your yoke for whenever you're pulling back on it or pushing forwards, mess up your row or anything like that. So, but I mean, it worked and it's in good shape, but I don't know. We'll see.
Contact ground on 129.275 when ready to taxi. Good day. Delta 1601 cleared to Houston Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 26 right climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure on 121.225.
I'm gonna get
squawk
weather here in a
1651.
second.
Delta 1601 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.65 when ready to taxi. Good day. Atlanta Airport information Kilo 0300 Zulu.
Now I'm listening to the weather here.
Wind 285 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 12. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.12. ILS runway 26 left, ILS runway 27 right, ILS runway 27 left, ILS runway 28 and ILS runway 26 right in use. Landing and departing runway 26 left, runway 27 right, runway 27 left, runway 28 and runway 26 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact UF Kilo. Atlanta Airport information. Atlanta Airport information.
Oh, shut up. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can get the ATC here.
Atlanta Airport information, Kilo 030.
I'm not picking up. Let me see something, cuz yeah, if I can get it to
Walk around completed.
let's get that fixed.
Atlanta clearance delivery Delta 204.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to fix my ATC sounds here, but I'm not hearing them.
CDU message displayed. Note a path after middled.
Alright, we're just going to close this because I don't think it's there we go. Maybe it'll work now.
CDU message cleared. CDU message displayed. Forecasts uplink ready.
Plus 5 Mike Golf, contact Bratislava 134475. Bye-bye.
Copy 5 Alpha Victor, speed minimum clean, calibrate shortly for descent. Minimum clean, Taxi 5 Alpha Victor. Now suggest 6291, contact 119.230. 119.230.
LR 2367, establish RS 31.
LR 2367, good morning, Roger, runway 31 right, Switzerland, wind 0506 degrees at 4 knots.
Victor and runway 31 right, LR 2367. For your information, on 1000 feet, the wind is 080, 30 knots.
Roger, thank you. 2367, vacate runway via Zulu.
Sir, good morning, quality 296 Golf, establish status 31 right.
Quality 296 Golf, good morning, runway 3 bar right, please to land, wind 060 degrees at 8 knots.
Sir, good morning, 31 right, quality 096 296 Golf.
We're on the wrong channel.
Atlanta Airport information, Kilo 0400 Zulu.
Flow completed.
4083, wind
Pre-flight
263,
checklist.
8 knots, tail wind 2,
Oxygen.
runway 16 right, clear
Tested.
takeoff.
Navigation transfer and display switches.
Normal and auto.
Window heat.
On.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Flight instruments.
Alright,
Set.
Parking brake.
On.
I'm just not
Fuel
gonna
control
use that 'cause
switches.
It's not on the right
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
setting there, so we'll do that another time. Alright. Now I need to put in our fuel. 16.9. 16.9. Execute that, and then here's our left sub 1, right sub 2, right sub 6, 139 for V1, 141 for VR, and 145 for V2, 3.4 for trim. Right on 3, that's what I want. Alright, good deal. Let's go ahead and close that. And then we'll go here, here, and then left sub 1, that.
Initiating before start flow.
Very good. Alright, we're just setting everything for our before start. We'll be doing our pushback here in a few minutes.
Flow completed. Before start checklist. Flight deck door.
Closed and locked.
Fuel 7627 kilograms.
Checked.
Passenger signs.
On.
MCP. Speed 145. Heading 275. Altitude 35000.
Set.
Takeoff speeds. V1 149er. VR 149er. V2 155.
Checked.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and 0.
Anti-collision lights.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Alright. Alright, now we'll do our pushback. Right soft 5, left soft 5.
Go ahead.
Beacons on, brakes released, clear to push, straight out.
Copy that. Clear to push straight back. Release the parking brake, please.
Brakes released.
Start engines.
Starting engines. Starting engine 2.
Guys, don't forget to share this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any social sites that you might be a part of. Go ahead and share it with your friends. Invite them over to follow us and join us here on this flight. Also, be sure to tap on the screen if you don't care, just to show your support. We appreciate it. Just remember that we also do other things here besides just a flight simming, but this is something that I do almost every day. But there are other things that we do here. I also do my motivational speeches, hopefully to be able to motivate other people out there that might be having a hard time or a rough day. I do a lot of speaking.
Pushback complete. You guys can set the brakes.
Engine 2 started.
Okay, brakes set, clear to disconnect, and thanks for the good.
Engine 2 cut out.
Yeah, you got it. No problem. We're disconnecting the tow bar now. Stand by, guys. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected. We're disconnecting the interphone now. Pin will be on the right side. We'll see you guys. Take care.
Starting engine 1.
I'm going to make sure my chat window's still working. I had a viewer earlier ask for the link. They wanted to be able to make a donation, so I think you can click it on the screen, but if not, here's the link.
Engine 1 started.
We never, ask people to do it.
Engine 1 cut out.
People want to do it, they're more than welcome to do that.
All engines stable.
Engines are stable. Good deal.
Before taxi flow.
Alright, here comes our generators, our packs, oxygen. Engine set to continuous.
Clear on the right. Clear on the left. Flow completed. Before taxi checklist. Generators.
Check.
Progi.
On.
Isolation valve.
Continuous.
Engine start switches.
Set.
Recall.
Check.
Auto brakes.
Check.
Flight control test. Full left. Neutral. Full right. Neutral. Full back. Full forward. test.
Check.
Before taxi checklist completed. From the flight deck, we wanted to welcome you on board and thank you for flying with us this evening. We're not anticipating any delays and should have you airborne soon. Again, welcome aboard.
Alright, we gotta... KATL. Alright, 26 left.
Before takeoff, flow. Flow completed. Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Check. Check.
Stabilization trim.
Set.
Transponder.
Check.
Cabin crew. Cabin crew prepare for takeoff.
Anti-ice on.
Set.
Anti-ice on. Okay, make sure my mic wasn't on. Alright guys, we're getting ready to take off. I hope everything's working right this time. We're about to find out. Hold on, I about forgot to load my landing rate monitor. Alright.
$25 knots. 41 knots.
Speed alive. Checked.
55 knots. 70 knots.
80 knots. Check.
83 knots. 97 knots. 109 knots. 121 knots.
10.
132 knots. 143
V1.
knots.
Rotate.
152 knots. NAV-1 has
Positive rate.
localizer.
Gear up.
Localizer is alive. Runway heading
Gear up.
100. Airborne. 160 knots.
400 feet.
Lateral navigation. Vertical navigation.
LNAV on. VNAV on.
Autopilot.
Command A on.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
That was a good takeoff, you guys.
Acceleration altitude.
Good deal.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
What? We already took off.
Flaps 1.
I don't know why it said that, you
Flaps
guys. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm proud of that takeoff, man. My yoke is really sensitive. I
Flaps
know
up.
that obviously you guys probably don't notice that, but again, I got the Honeycomb Alpha, and
Flaps up.
this thing is so sensitive. It can be really tricky, especially with depending on what the wind is. I don't know. I need to get it figured out. It's just a little too loose. I really wish when I pulled back it was a little tighter on, you know, when it's climbing, but this thing, man, it
Flow completed.
freaking takes off like a rocket.
After takeoff
when I pull
checklist.
back.
Engine start switches.
Off.
Packs.
On.
Auto brakes.
Off.
Landing gear.
Up and off.
Flaps.
Up.
After takeoff checklist completed.
Is my audio good and stuff? Oh, I just missed your name. I heard your name when you was just now talking. Let me see. Who was that? Let's see. Greg. My audio, is it good? My microphone audio, rather? Okay, good deal. Yeah, I got this new sound pack that I installed, and I'll tell you what, man. I wish you guys could hear it the way that I'm hearing it, because being in the cockpit, you wouldn't hear the engines that much, and I can hear them, but it's very faint, just like as if I was in the real cockpit. It's freaking amazing.
Lights off.
I want to get some new views inside the cockpit, so when we're flying I can give you guys an actual passenger view. That's the only thing I wish that I could do, is give you guys that view, especially when we're doing landings and stuff. I could put it on that and you guys can look out your window and, you know, check in the scenery, because I'll tell you what, the realism with 2020 is amazing. Like, if you were flying a small airplane and went over top of your house, you would actually see your real house. It's not fake scenery, and that's what makes it so amazing. Oh, let me check my... Okay, I'll have to go back to that window in a minute, guys. I hate taking you guys off the cockpit, because, I mean, you guys don't want to see that, but there's actually a way for me to do that. I need to figure out what the setting is. There's a way I can lock it so you guys only see this window right here, which is really, you know, it's about you guys. I mean, I'm going to figure it out. I meant to do it, and I forgot all about that I could do that. Greg, how's the quality of the view from your end of it when you're looking at the cockpit, stuff like that? Can you tell that it's, because I've got the quality settings cranked up real high, so I'm hoping you guys are getting really good views. Again, I want to thank you guys for being here with me tonight. I appreciate it. We are climbing up to 35,000 feet, which does not surprise me because of the mountains and all that. I guess it wanted us to be a little higher. Normally, a lot of times when I'm doing my flights in the 739, my cruise altitude is anywhere from 33,000 31,000, 30,000. I've never been under 30,000 for cruise altitude in the 739. And I can't remember the last time besides tonight that I went higher than 33,000, but I guess it wants us up there at 35. We're climbing at 1,781 feet a minute, currently at 15,000 feet. I'll give you guys the time of arrival. Once we get to cruise altitude, I'll let you know when our descent's going to be. I'm going to guess it's going to be soon. It's going to be... My gosh, I can't believe it's making me go that high. Because... we're already almost at just an hour, and we're not even... I might need to change our cruise altitude, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see what it does. We're at 1 hour and 3 minutes, and we're not even... Well, we're at 17,000. We still got 10, 15, another 17,000 feet to climb. My goodness.
Transition altitude. Checked.
Yeah, we're at almost to 20,000. Got another 15,000. I can't believe. I don't know. We might have to change our cruise altitude. We'll see here. I'll give it time to get us to 35, but we'll see. We're at 20,000 feet right now, folks. Greg, do I got you guys looking at the right window? I just want to make sure. Sometimes it gets you guys off that window, but you should be looking at the simulator. Feet. We got 14,000 feet to go, folks. We're already at a, let's see, 57 minutes until descent. So we're not even going to be in the air for but another 50 minutes probably. Well, in the air, I take that back. Got about 1 hour and 9 minutes altogether, so we should have you guys 11:27. I'd say by 12:30 we'll be on the ground. See if I can get you guys some food. I don't know if the flight attendants are going to do it. Let's check and see.
We'll begin our cabin service soon. We have a number of complimentary drinks and snacks, as well as meals and spirits for purchase. All purchases must be made with a credit card, as we're unable to accept
Food and
cash.
drinks are coming around, folks. Get them while you can. We're only going to be in the air for another 55 minutes. And remember, if you can't handle your alcohol, don't be drinking on the airplane, please. I'd hate to throw you off in 30,000 feet. Got 11,000 feet to go. I bet you by the time we get to cruise altitude, there's only going to be 20 minutes left of cruising. We are looking beautiful here, folks. Now's the time if anybody's got any ideas where you'd like to fly to from Detroit. Let me know and I will put your guys' destination in on the next flight. All you gotta do is give me an airport and we'll fly to it tonight. From Detroit to wherever you want to go. So if anybody's got any ideas, please give them to me now, because I'm not sure where to fly next. Because my airport don't have me assigned anything now. I get to assign my own. While we're climbing, I would like to play something in support to raising awareness for bullying. Remember, if you got kids in school, always ask them how school's going. Always make sure that they're not being bullied, folks. It's a big issue today as much as it was 10 years ago. The next song I play is going to be dedicated to my ex. You don't want to miss that song, so stick around. Again, this next song coming up is dedicated to my ex.
Strength in numbers, love's artillery. Every action counts in this
45 minutes till descent.
Love on my mind in this war. Compassion's the gold mine.
Alright, folks, this next song is dedicated to my ex.
Holding hands with Pete by the discount door. I knew you'd been cheating, yeah, it's plain to see. For a dollar store romance, you betrayed me. Was it worth it, honey, for a two-bit flame? Cooking up trouble with that plastic bling. Swapping love notes by the clearance sign. You sold me out for $1.99. Next week, found you in another aisle, winking at Joe with that scandalous smile. In the
4,000 feet till cruise, folks.
you let it all show. Couldn't stick to one cheap Romeo. Was it worth it, honey, for a two-bit flame? Cooking up trouble with that plastic bling. Swapping love notes by the clearance sign. You sold me out for $1.99.
99.
Heard you whisper promises about brand deals behind the fake flowers and bargain wheels. Pete bought you chocolates right from the shelf. Guess you never cared about my heart or health. Now I can't look at those neon lights without imagining your secret nights. Kissing in the parking lot, holding hands with dollar store lovers breaking our plans. Woke up to find you gone last night. Your side of the bed cold, not right.
1,000 feet till cruise altitude.
I gave you all my heart and my soul. Now I'm left with this empty hole. When your world crumbled, I was there.
Yep.
Held you up when no one else cared.
Sure did.
Your folks turned their backs on you.
Yeah, they did.
From the flight deck, we've reached our cruising altitude. We hope you enjoyed today's flight. We'll certainly do our best up here to make it as enjoyable as possible. When the seatbelt sign is off, you're free to get up and move about the cabin. However, when seated, please keep your seatbelt fastened as turbulence can occur at any time. Thanks again and welcome aboard.
The captain has turned off the seatbelt
Go and
sign.
throw
You're
it
free
in
to
the
get up and
wind.
use the lavatory. However, we ask that you do not form a line at the front of the aircraft.
Alright, let me check something here real quick.
Hands clasped tight, we share our pain. I was your shelter, your safe space. Now shadows dance where love took place. How could you cheat on the one who cared more than anyone who we've had dared? had the world in your hands, dropped it all for shifting sands. How could you cheat on the one who cared more than anyone who even dared? Gave you my all through thick and thin, and you go and throw it in the wind.
I actually like this song right here. It's really good.
Go it in the wind.
38 minutes till descent. I hate when it does this. Oh, you stupid thing. Well, my player's being dumb. Come on. Oh well. Alright, let's pay attention to the flight anyway. But anyways, there were just a few songs I put together. Well, the words, and then the AI sings it. But I did the words. Let's go ahead and get set up for our descent. I know there's a lot of Windows guys. Let me talk about that real quick, because some of you probably have no idea why or what I'm doing. So, being the fact that me flying in the simulator, there are conditions that I have where I've got to have programs to help me. Why? Because I don't have good enough vision to see everything in front of me in the cockpit. So the program TFM, Talking Flight Monitor, allows me to manipulate those controls with that program. So instead of, like, if you're sighted, you guys can just click on the CDU in the cockpit to do everything you got to do. I can't do that. So that's where this window right here comes in. This window is the CDU. So what you're seeing here now, the list is all the waypoints, and then there's hotkeys that I can use to manipulate this program that manipulates the controls in the cockpit. So that's why you see me always going to different windows. Alright, I'm going to fix that though to where you guys only see the cockpit. There's a way to do it with OBS, and I don't know if I can lock it. I think I can. I think if I was to do this, I'm going to try something real quick, and you guys can tell me if it works or not. Okay, I'm going to add display capture. Actually, game capture might do it. So I'm going to try something. Alright, it's going to be that window. Okay. I need to know, Greg, are you still watching? If somebody's watching right now, can you guys tell me what you were looking at right now? Anybody? Turtle, are you still there? Turtle or Greg? Carson, are you still there? I just need someone to tell me what they see on the screen right now. Are you guys seeing the simulator window? Or are you seeing a different window? We done? Hey, can you do me a favor real quick? I'm live and I need to know if you can, because I think I fixed a way where to keep it on the simulator window without going all these other windows when I'm doing it. I just need you to connect and see if you can, tell me what window you see like right now. So are you seeing the cockpit then? What about, is it moving? What about now? Is it still, we're still in the same window? Okay, so it is staying on the Microsoft window then, correct? it's staying on the simulator window. You're not seeing me on all these other windows that I pull up. Okay. That's what I want to do. That way now people ain't got to worry about me alt having all the time. Alright guys, it's fixed. Lois helped us fix it. Alright, well, I'm going to let you go. We'll get up here and do this. Alright, love you. Good deal, guys. We got this nailed in the booty. Yeah! Oh, I didn't ask her. Tell Lois, will you make sure you got sound? Send it to Lois. Send. I forgot to ask her if she can hear the sim. Alright, so KDTW. Okay, good deal, Lois. So you're not seeing me go to all these different windows anymore, correct? That's wonderful. 21 left. Awesome. Okay there. Just makes it better for you guys. You don't got to see all these other windows. Alright, everything's looking good here. Alright, and then let's go ahead and do our approach. We'll be landing here in just a few minutes. Right south 3, right south 4. $111.50. 216. What did I say? 111. $111.50. 216. There we go. We'll do the weather. Load.
CDU message cleared.
Yeah, that makes it a lot better because then now you guys, I can do what I got to do and it doesn't interfere with you guys viewing the sim. Which I really,
CDU
really
message
like.
displayed. Note a path after middled.
Oh, that's not good. Hold on.
CDU message cleared. CDU message displayed. Insufficient fuel. CDU message cleared. CDU message displayed. Insufficient fuel. CDU message cleared. CDU message displayed. No to path after middled. CDU message cleared.
Well, this is going to be an interesting descent.
CDU message displayed. No to path after middled.
No descent path after mid. I don't like that at all. If I can get it, just pick a different.
CDU message cleared.
Okay, I think I got us fixed up here. Lois, you still with me, or did you go back to bed, sweetie? Well, we're working on landing here. So just hang in there. We got everything set up. I had to change the transition waypoint because it was trying to get me to go from 12,000 feet, and then the next waypoint was my ILS waypoint at 3,000 feet. In only 8 miles. And I'm going to tell you right now, that just is not going to happen, Jaffin. Not going to happen, Captain. I had one of these meals that my son had gave me, and I did not like it. It was nasty. It's one of them meals you put in the microwave and you just warm it up. And you don't got to put it in the fridge or nothing. But this one was. Ugh. Hold on one second, guys. I'm not singing. Good thing it's not my day job, because I'd be fired. You're fired! Lois, Lois, where might you be? Laying in my bed and going to sleep. I know, that's what I thought. Freaking lazy baboon. I think we'll have a much better landing now. Oh shit! Hold on. I gotta check something real quick. You got it. At least I hope. I'm a hoping. Alright, we'll set that to 3,000. There we go. Got that fixed. Alright, good deal. I couldn't believe when we took off and we flew up out of Atlanta. I was really surprised that it had me fly to 35,000 for my cruise altitude. I mean, it makes sense because when you take off from Georgia, I mean, there are the mountains and all that you got to go over, but my gosh, you can go over the mountains at 30,000, like 35,000. To me, that's just silly to me because it took us, by the time we got to cruise altitude, we only had 30 minutes left till descent. So we got 12 minutes and we'll be starting our descent into good old Detroit. You guys want to hear something crazy? Now, and I'm not, like, I'm being 100% about this. Did you know there are buildings and houses that you can buy in Detroit for $1,000? Now, someone that don't know Detroit would be thinking, well, that's a good deal. You could make some money. No, you won't. The reason them buildings are so cheap, do y'all want to know why? I mean, I can almost bet that anybody can figure out why it's so cheap. So, the reason is because it's Detroit, Michigan, y'all. Like, you go there and go into where like, the ghetto is, that's where them buildings are. There's been people that have turned down buildings and houses there for $2,000 because they're not going to last. They're going to be vandalized, burnt. And, you know, I got to be honest, I wouldn't want to own something in them areas because I wouldn't want my building to be a building where one of these criminals could take somebody and hurt them. You know what I'm saying? No, thank you. Second. Why did my OBS disconnect? Why did my OBS disconnect? Okay, we're good. I'm guessing my audio is good for you guys, yeah? Could turn it up a little bit. See if that's better. That might be better. You guys are hearing me echo, I know. Hold on one second. Alright. I just wanted to fix my audio. I'm real picky about stuff like that, audio, and honestly, I feel like my audio could be louder, but then that's going to take out, I don't know. Lois, are you still there? Yeah, it disconnected for some reason. Tell Lois Hughes, it disconnected for a second, but we're still running.
Sending to Lois.
Send. Sorry about that, guys. My OBS decided to disconnect, I guess. I don't know why it did that, but why did it do that? Okay, there we go. All right. Want to thank you guys for joining me here on the live stream. Make sure you guys share and help us reach 1,000 followers. We're so close, you guys. We need 54 followers. 54. Matter of fact, let me check it. We might need less by now. Open TikTok. We need 51. So come on, y'all, share that channel. Share, man.
approaching top of descent. Flow completed. Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Set.
Recall.
Checked.
Auto brakes.
Set.
Landing data.
143.
Minimums. 200.
Approach briefing. We're expecting the ILS approach for runway 21 left. The minimum altitude is 200 feet. The reported runway conditions are normal. We'll use auto brakes forward. We can expect to park at gate Charlie 84. In case of go around, we'll climb per ATC instructions on the runway heading. Any questions?
No.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. In a moment, we will be coming through the cabin to collect your trash.
Wow. Boy, I tell you.
CDU message displayed. Drag required.
Some people just amaze me. All right, let's see.
CDU message cleared.
From the flight deck, we've started our descent. Expect to arrive to the gate in 20 to 25 minutes. It's been a pleasure having you on board with us today. We look forward to seeing you again on a future flight.
All right, we're making our descent. 20,000 feet, you guys. Hopefully this new flight plan that I got, or not flight plan, but I changed my transition because, like I said, there was the waypoints at the end went from 12,000 to 3,000 in like, I had to be at 3,000 within like 8 miles, and there's no way. So that's why I changed up the transition and put a different waypoint in, because that just wasn't going to happen. I'm starting to think SimBrief doesn't always give you the best flight path. Oh yeah, we'll be fine, because, yeah, I think we'll be alright. Yeah, TikTok, we've been doing really good though, guys. I've been getting a lot of support. People been contributing. So yeah, I'm really glad the way things are working out. And like I said, if you're just viewing, like this is your first time viewing, it's not me always on the sim. There are other times when I'm live and I'm just on the camera. I'll be on camera tomorrow, live camera tomorrow, with my phone. I've got some discussions that I'm going to be doing tomorrow live, and then I'm waiting for the time. We might just go ahead. It's already 12:29, so by the time I get landed, well, I'll probably upload it. Maybe I don't know. I might stay live. There's someone that
Transition altitude checked.
Just to kind of give you guys an idea, you know, I talk about everything, right? I talk about different situations that you know, that you could go through, not necessarily that you are. So it's not that every time I do a discussion that it's going to match maybe what you're dealing with. But at the same time, people from TikTok, the viewers, can message me and they can tell me kind of what they're dealing with, and then I'll find a way to talk about that in the third person perspective. And I had someone message me, and I've already talked about it a little bit. I had someone message me talking about some stuff that they're dealing with, so I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna wait till I get landed, and then I'll probably just go ahead and have a discussion once I'm landed. I got the airplane sitting still. But I get messages all the time from people, and that's a good thing, because, you know, they're asking me questions, they're asking me for advice, they're asking me, John, what would you do? So I mean, that's telling me that people like what I talk about, and they like the different discussions that I come up with, and it's always been my goal. I mean, even last year doing videos, you know, it's always been about the viewer, right? It's always been about those that are watching and those that are out there in the world dealing with, you know, different things in their life. If I can help one person, then I've done something right.
At this time, we need all passengers in their seats with seatbelts fastened and seats in a full upright position. We'll be coming through the cabin shortly to collect all remaining trash.
start slowing down here in a minute.
NAB1 has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 223.
Oh, perfect. So we are set up for that. That's perfect. I guess technically I could go ahead and start the discussion. So, I'm not going to say names, but this person messaged me and they were telling me what they're going through. And they more wanted an opinion, and this is what I say. You know, when we go through relationships and things get rough, things get hard, and we all know about that, right? We all know, we've all been there. We've been in relationships that things went the wrong way, things got hard. Sometimes we go through things and it makes us a nasty person. And I don't mean nasty as in like nasty like that. I mean nasty as in being a person that you don't want to be, right? Being a different person that's not you. And it's easy for us to hold a grudge. It's easy to hold a grudge on somebody because of what you might say, or because of what happened, or what you might have did, or what they did. And I'll just say this. I went through a rough relationship. At first I was mad, I was upset, I was hurt. And it still hurts. But I'm not angry at the person. I'm not mad at the person. I don't think bad things of the person. You gotta try to still find that positivity. I mean,
glide slope is alive.
To me, when you love
NAB1
someone,
has glide slope.
When you love someone and something goes wrong, it doesn't work out, or maybe it's just really bumpy, you're with them but you're not with them, you know what I mean? That love doesn't go away anyway, so you're just going to be more angry at yourself for having bad thoughts about the person than to just say, you know what, it didn't work out. Yeah, it was rough. Or yeah, that person, whatever, right? You're going to feel better about yourself if you keep that love. Because I still, you know, I'm still full of love. Am I with the person? No, I'm not. Which is unfortunate. But love don't disappear, folks. So don't use anger. Okay, because it's just going to make you, it's just going to make you someone that you're not. And it's not worth that, because then you're going to start being frustrated at yourself. So keep that in mind. So far, we're doing good here.
CDU message displayed. Unable 250 kts at Broad.
Alright, I think we're good here.
Glide slope is alive. NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 223. NAV1 has glide slope.
You know, it's not letting me put in the speed on this. Why? There we go.
Glide slope is alive. NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 223. NAV1 has glide slope. NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 223. CDU message cleared. Glide slope is alive. NAV1 has glide slope.
Some people just don't.
Glide slope is alive. NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 223. NAV1 has glide slope.
Dear passengers, we have reached an altitude that requires all electronics to be turned off and stowed for landing. You may continue to use your handheld phones and tablets in airplane mode. Thank you.
Watch your airspeed.
Alright, we gotta use some flap to slow this thing down.
Flaps 1.
Come on.
Speed brake armed.
Flaps 1. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
There we go.
Lights on.
Down 41%. Down 42%. Down 42%. Down 43%. 1% left. Down 44%. 1% left. Down 45%. 1% left. Down 45%. 2% left. Down 45%. 2% left. Down 45%. 2% left. Down 46%. 2% left. Down 47%. 1% left.
20.
Down 48%. 1% left. Down 48%. 1% left. Down 49%. 1% left. Down 50%. 1% left. Down 51%. 1% left. Down 52%. 1% left. Down 52%. 1% left.
It's looking
Down
really good, you guys.
51%.
Really good.
Down 50%. Down 51%.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Down 52%. Down 53%.
Flaps 10.
Down 54%. Down 54%. Down 52%. Down 51%.
Command B on.
Down 53%. Down 55%.
Flaps 40.
Down 57%.
Gear down.
Flaps 15.
Down 51%.
Flaps 25.
Gear up.
Down
Gear
48%.
down.
Flaps 30.
1,000.
Landing checklist.
Down
Engine start
61%.
switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Down
Speed brake on.
72%.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Down 66%.
Cabin crew. Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Down
Notify.
59%.
Landing checklist completed.
Down 59%. Down 59%. CDU message displayed. Buffet alert. Down 54%. Glide slope is alive. NAV1 has localizer.
Flaps 40.
Localizer is alive. Runway heading
500.
223. NAV1 has glide slope.
400. 300.
Sync rate.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Options menu.
Nope.
Page 1 of 1.
We lost your localizer. Son of
Press
a gun.
ESC to resume. Pop-up window. Warning. This will pop-up window. Warning. This will return you to the main.
I'm starting to wonder.
Pop-up window. Warning. This will return you to the main menu. Do you want to continue?
10.
On ground.
Speed brake out.
Options
Glide slope is
Pop-up
alive.
window. Warning.
NAV1 has
Flaps 40.
localizer.
Do you want to continue?
Localizer is alive.
Come on.
Runway heading
Pop-up window.
223.
Warning. This will return you to the
NAV1
main
has
menu.
glide slope.
Do you want to continue?
Airborne.
Below are 2 buttons.
157
Pop-up
knots.
window. Warning. This will
I think there's something going on with. I don't even know. Like, it didn't even catch the localizer or the ILS at all. It's so weird.
activity. General options. Button 2 of 4.
But
Options menu. Pop-up window. Warning.
it happens. What do you do? So, for the person asking that,
Loading, please wait. 25%.
On
70
ground.
knots. Manual
Welcome
braking.
menu.
Initiating after landing checks.
Currently highlighted.
you know,
Activities.
you asked me,
Button. Welcome. Pop-up window. Quick flight.
Dear
simulator.
passengers, welcome to our destination airport.
was a
Please
bad
remain
thing.
seated until all docking procedures are completed
But
and
it's
the fasten
not.
seatbelt sign
Like,
is turned off. On behalf of our
I don't
captain
have
and
no
crew,
hard
we would like
feelings
to thank you for flying with
on my
us. We
ex.
hope you enjoyed your flight today and hope to see you again soon.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel better that I don't. It just means that you know, I'm a better person for that. So, now don't get me wrong, you know, nobody likes when they go through stuff like that. whatever it is you might have went through. Nobody likes that stuff. But what do you do? You know, and there are people out there that are like that are heartless, that don't care about their, about their image or about how they, how they continue to be. But you got to think about that on your own. You got to ask yourself, how would you, how do you want to be? Me, I'm glad that I don't have that hate in me. Do I like what I went through? No, I don't like it at all. It was wrong in every way, but I don't have the heart to hate. I don't have that. So Deborah Ball. But for the one that wrote me, just, it don't make you a bad person because you don't hate him. Right? And obviously you went into detail with me about what happened, and obviously I'm not going to share that, but I don't know. I just think that when you love someone, no matter what happens, whether you work out and you stay together forever or something happens and it don't work out, love just don't go away. And trust me, I get it. There's a lot of guys out there that give guys a bad name. 100%. It's not just guys that can be like that with their husbands or girlfriends or whatever. It's not, well, guys or girls. It's not just a one-way thing. But I just carry the opinion that one, love just don't go away like that. When you love someone unconditionally, that doesn't go away. Whether that person leaves you, whether you all decide to do it that way, if you really love them like that, it's not just going to go away. So they can leave you, but they can't tell you how to feel, though. Right? And in the person's situation, the one that wrote me, that's awful. That is awful for you to go through something like that. But I get it. Because I'm right there with you. But you're not a bad person because you don't hate them. You did exactly what I did. You were mad and you were angry. And you said some mean things, but then once you cooled down, it's like, what? That ain't me. You'll feel better about yourself. For sure. Don't beat yourself up about it. Feel good about being that way. That makes you a really good person. And that's a hard thing to come by these days. So later on you're gonna meet somebody and you're gonna make somebody very happy. So think of that. Think of what you've got to offer when you go into a relationship again. I mean, that's what I do. And I don't, I don't claim to be perfect. I don't claim to be, I'm not one of these guys that, that drives a fancy car that's got thousands of dollars. I'm not that guy. But I know that, who I am and whatnot. I know that I know that that's a good thing. So don't sit there and don't beat yourself up, ladies, if you're going through something. You just got to stay headstrong about it. And I think as long as you stay headstrong, then that's going to kind of guide you the right direction. So, because I know it does not take much to have that anger and say mean things or think negative about someone. Trust me, I get it. But unfortunately, it's something that I think we all got to go through at one point in our life. I think we all, maybe not everyone, but I think a lot of people, they find that one person that they're, so heartily in love with, and then it doesn't work out, and then you got to pick yourself back up, maybe start over, but you can do it. I do believe that. Carlos, welcome, my friend. And again, it takes time. Time does heal us. I do believe that. And like I said, me personally, I'd sit here and tell anybody that, of course, I still love that person. Of course. What someone does to you doesn't change how you feel about them. I mean, it can, right? I know some people are thinking, hey, dummy, yeah, it can change how you feel about them. You're right, it can. But that's just because of the anger within you. It's not your heart. It's anger that made you suddenly have those feelings. But if that anger wasn't there, I guarantee you'd tell me the same thing. So, but, sorry, I was looking at some messages here. And I'm gonna be doing a live stream again tomorrow as well, but I'm trying to answer some of these because I told you certain people that I would. Kate, I don't know that you're actually on listening or not, but you know what? That's okay. I'll still talk about it, and then I'll talk about it again tomorrow. I wonder. Okay, so I was asked, somebody messaged me, and again, you guys can message when you got questions or when you want me to talk about something, Or you can also email me at the 737flights@gmail.com. Someone asked me this, and they did give me permission to give a description of what's going on. Let me make sure I'm reading this to make sure. Yeah. Okay. So, this is a different situation, Kate. And I don't believe that there should ever be a reason, ever should there be a reason for a man or a woman to go hands-on with their husband or wife. And I think if you do, you're a coward. I think it makes you a coward. So you was asking me, apparently you're going through that right now, and let me ask you, why are you still there? No woman deserves to have to have to put makeup on when she goes to work to cover up bruises. No woman deserves to be beat on like they're a punching bag. And that is the one thing I can say. I have never in my life raised a hand to a woman. Never. It's happened to me a few times. And I didn't expect it, but it did. But I've done something about it. And you got to do something about it, because here's the thing. Ladies, you already know this, I know, but I'm still going to say it. The longer you stay, the worse it's going to get. Unless that you both come to an agreement to go and get help together, or that person agrees to go and get some anger management. If they don't, even with you loving that person, you need to go. You need to check out, honey. Because nobody deserves that. You know, doing psychology in college and all that, and doing the internships that I did and some of the clients, and obviously I can't tell you anything that went on, but I can tell you this. Every person I ever talked to that did that, I would ask them. I'd say, why? Why did you do it? What is it that made you go hands-on with the person you supposedly love? And do you know, most of the time, they came back to tell me it had to do with being a dominant? And they figure doing that makes that person look at them in a way to where they'll just do what they expect because. I'm serious, guys. Nobody, no woman and no man deserves to be hit on. No matter how mad I would ever get at somebody, even if I was in a relationship again, which I'm not, but if I was, the one thing I'd never do is raise a hand to a female. There's nothing that the other person should be able to do to make someone get that angry to where they want to put hands on to the person that they supposedly love. Now I say, if you're getting hit on, there's no reason to stick around. Absolutely 100% no reason to stick around a relationship where you are being beat on at their convenience. You're better than that, ladies. You are better than that. And you know, in most cases, here's something else maybe you didn't know. And I'm not saying I know everything because I went through psychology and all that, but I'm just going off of my experience. Do you know most men that hit on women, they're scared to fight another man. They're scared to go hands-on with anybody. In most cases, they won't even act like it or even give even the glimpse of a clue of acting like that around other people. That's why they do it so well, because they do it behind closed doors where nobody sees it but the one that supposedly loves them. And it happens all the time because the person loves them so much that they don't leave them, but then they don't want to say nothing because they don't want them to get in trouble. Or other cases that I went through with clients is they would call the cops, but then they go and bail them out. They bail them out to go back home and a day later get beat on again. It's not worth it. And maybe you do love that person. But I would think that if that person's not doing anything to get help, if it's a serious problem and they won't even face it to get help, then I think that shows how much they love you. You got to put that on the line and you got to say, you know what? If you love me, if I am so damn important to you, why won't you get help? And when they don't, ladies, I guarantee it that you're beautiful, smart, loving. I guarantee you'll find the right one that will never do that. And the only reason I'm repeating this right now because they told me I could. This person would put makeup on to cover the black eye. Anyone that beats on their husband or their wife, I've seen women too do the same thing. They deserve to go to jail. Make them sit in there and figure out what the hell's wrong with them. You know, there are, and again, if you guys want to pick this up again tomorrow, you can, because I'm going to be talking about all this tomorrow too. But there are many different ways that you can be hurt in a relationship. But I think that being physical and abusive, I believe that's the worst. That's the worst way. I've even had guys tell me that they would never, oh, I would never hurt her. I was just upset. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. That's just the excuse to make you feel better. It's not easy, and Clay, welcome to the stream. You know, I bet I could update my title on this to where people could join. I'm going to see something. I think I can. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to do something. Oh, wait. I didn't want to do that. Here we go. This will update Okay, can you guys still hear me? If you can, just say yes in the chat. Unless you're one of those that's too shy to type. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, I think we're good. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Let me get some more of those, folks. We are working really hard to get to 1,000 followers, and then of course my big goal, and I think I could do it, but I'd have to work really hard, is to be able to get like 10,000 followers in just a month. But you know, that's just me though. I want to make sure. Okay, yeah, it's working. Good deal. I believe so. Okay, yep. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So let me fix, I gotta fix a setting here on my sound real quick, guys, and we'll continue. Yeah, I gotta go here. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna make sure. Let me trying to adjust my. There we go. I think we're good now. Let me Hit OK on that. Hit OK on that. Close that. And then just to make sure, I'm going to do something real quick. Here we go. There we go. Yep. Alright, we're good. Apple user. Now that's a heck of a TikTok name, let me tell you. So let's get back on the topic here. Talking about relationships, and I wonder if I can, let me do something. I'm going to do something real quick, you guys. Won't take me but a second. How can I do this? Where's that button I'm looking for? Hold on. Here. Wait a minute. I'm not offline. Let me teach something. You know what? I ain't gonna mess with it. I don't want to bore you guys about sitting here messing with settings. Alright, so we're talking about relationships, talking about abuse, and the reason for it is this. I always tell people on the streams, whether it's TikTok or YouTube or Twitch, or even Facebook, because I stream on Facebook as well, that, you know, anytime somebody is going through something and they really just need some ideas, they just need a little bit of, you know, some suggestions on how to get through things. So I tell people to either message me, you know, directly on TikTok or email me at 737flights@gmail.com. And that's working because people message me, and then I'll come back and I'll do a discussion and I'll keep their name out of it because nobody wants their stuff to be out there. I mean, sometimes people don't care. Like the person that I just was reading a message from earlier, you know, they wanted me to kind of explain it so people would understand. But it's always something that I keep very confidential. I mean, I had to do that whenever I had clients. You know, you got to keep it confidential. So why would I not now? Like, just because it's me sitting here at my desk and I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Google, you know, I'm not just going to blast your name out there and tell your business, right? So I do a lot of different discussions, and tonight I'm talking about abuse and I'm talking about relationships. because I've had 3 different messages in the last week that's been around being abused. No one should be abused in a relationship. And that means you shouldn't be mentally or physically abused in a relationship. It happens a lot more to women than it does men. But I can tell you a story. I can tell you a true story, and I won't put names in. And no, it wasn't my ex that I was recently with. But I know what abuse is like. I know what mental abuse is like. Because I was mentally abused for over 10 years. I went through mental abuse for over 10 years. I was a blind BAST, and I heard that every day, and you might think, well, it's just a word. It was every day, it was in my face about being visually impaired. Now, I do have some sight. I can see. Just not as good as you guys. But I went through the mental abuse for over 10 years. And let me tell you what happens. You go from being the victim to feeling guilty. When it first started, I was mad. I would leave. But the person always found a way to make me feel guilty, and I would go back home. It got so bad to where when I did leave, even when we wasn't fighting and I left, to just stay at a friend's for a few hours, I would suffer from anxiety because I would want to be back home. Mental abuse is just as dangerous as physical. And I'm bringing this up because one of the messages I got was based on mental abuse. This is what I want to say, ladies. Please listen. If you are being mentally abused, please get out. Now, you might be at the point now where you don't know how to get out, or you're scared to get out. Well, if you're scared, there are ways to do it. There are ways to get out. Your first option is just wait till that person goes to work and have someone pick you up. Second option, wait till that person's sleeping and grab your bags and go. Third option, which I always say that if you feel like you're in danger, you should this should be the first option too, is get a hold of the proper authorities and have them come to your house so that they can protect you so you can get out. Listen, mental abuse, physical abuse, the more that you put up with it, the worse it's going to get. And you don't want that to happen. You don't want to put yourself at risk, putting your life on the line. Because one day that could be very well the case. Love is a hard thing, and that's what makes it hard every time, isn't it? You get ready to actually take action and do something, and then you back out because your love kicks in, and you start feeling bad like you're doing something wrong. Do me a favor, ladies. Next time you go to the restroom, look in the mirror at your beautiful face. Remind yourself that you're beautiful. Remind yourself that you can do this. Remind yourself that you can get out. That you don't need to stay in it no more. For no one deserves it. Now back to where we was about the abuse. If you're being abused, you need to get up and do something about it. Don't even have no second thoughts about it. Don't give them the benefit of you even feeling sorry for them. Because thinking about it this way, ladies or men, do you think that they're thinking that about you? Do you think for the person that beats on you, that hits on you, that pushes you around like you're second best, do you think for 1 second that they're considering your feelings, your emotions, your well-being? No. You deserve better. We get one round is all we get. One life. And we got to make it the best life that we possibly can. Don't put yourself through hell, ladies. Not when more than likely you get out of that relationship and 90% says you'll find someone else that's going to be great. And it might take a while, trust me. I've been trying to do that same thing. Now, I've not had any luck, but unfortunately, that's the way that goes until well, here's what I'll say. If you're in that situation and it's just started, right now is the best time for you to get out. Be done with it. Get out and be done. Send them on their way because they're having no mercy for you. They've got no bit of mercy for you. You deserve better because you are better. You know, I've always said no one's better than anybody, but in this case, you are better. got an update on a listener. They were going through a situation. Their boyfriend decided to no longer want to be with them, but instead of being honest and telling them, they were using an excuse that they had a problem with this person having a kid that had a disability. Well, this person is no longer with the guy that was treating her that way because of her disabled son. That's awesome. The update was that she's doing better. She feels better about this situation. She feels better where she's at. And she just wanted to thank me. Well, you are very welcome. You know, I do motivational stuff all the time. It's not a one-time deal. I do it all the time. I try to help people in whatever way I can. And sometimes I might be doing a live stream or doing a video and it not get to one person that needs the help or that needs the advice. But other times it does. And that's what makes it worth it, you guys. That's what makes it worth it for me to sit here and do this stuff. Jamie Lynn, welcome to the stream. That's what makes it worth it to me, is knowing that if I can help one person out there to feel better about who they are or what they're going through, that is a reward by itself. You know, I was talking to someone last night, and we were talking about judgment. It really sucks, but it's true. There's so much judgment today. So much of it. You know, me being visually impaired, I have been turned down more than once. Even just simply asking someone to go out on a date and they wouldn't do it. Because they was afraid I might hurt their image. Because, oh no, I got this guy with me that can't see. Oh gosh, he's going to walk around with me with his hand on my shoulder. Or oh my gosh, he's going to walk around and I'm going to hold his hand. Well, don't you do that anyways in a relationship? Now, granted, it doesn't feel good that I go through this with people, but I do. And it's okay, because, you know, eventually everybody finds somebody that makes that wait worth it, because then you're like, well, if I wouldn't have waited and just got with whoever, then I'd never met this person and blah, 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 blah. So, you know, the wait's worth it sometimes. Now, me personally, I don't think that we should judge somebody for, you know, something like that. No matter if a person's in a wheelchair, or they can't see, or they can't hear, or they can't walk that good. You know, I dated a girl once that had, I can't think what it's called. Y'all help me out here, but she had a limp because of her leg, and it's called something like her leg couldn't be straight like ours when we're standing. At the bottom, her leg would be like kind of bent at the knee. You know what I'm saying? And I dated her. I never thought twice about it. She was a really nice girl. And I look at for people on the inside, not because of the outside. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean I don't want to be with someone that's pretty, because I do. But this world today is hard to match up what you're looking for, because people are so judgmental. Don't be judgmental. Because you end up finding somebody, and as long as you don't judge them, you're going to be thankful that you didn't, because you're going to realize that person loves you more than anybody else ever could, right? To the one that messes me about the abuse, I really think that your best bet is to get help. Get out of there. Because more likely they're not going to miss you. Other than whenever they could use you for a punching bag, and that's not acceptable. Put that person behind bars if you have to. But nobody deserves that. No one deserves mental abuse. No one deserves physical abuse. No one deserves to be treated second best. Every one of you out there, you all are amazing. In your own single ways, you all are amazing. You should remind yourself every morning when you get up, you should take 3 minutes when you wake up and give yourself positive thoughts about only you. Before you get up and give your day to somebody else, start your day by giving 3 minutes to yourself. Do you know that if you start doing that, ladies, men, if you actually get up in the morning and before you start your day, take 3 minutes, and you can do it while you're still laying in bed, you could do it while you're getting ready, you could do it while you're in the shower, and you don't got to talk out loud. You can if it helps, but give yourself motivational thoughts about you and you only. Remind yourself that you are beautiful, that you will succeed, that you do deserve the best, that you will find a good job, or that you will get that raise, you will get that new car, you will go on that vacation. Whatever it is, make it about you for 3 minutes. And did you know that if you do this in a month, and you can come back and tell me if I'm wrong, but in a month, maybe not even a month, you're going to start waking up and just feeling good about yourself automatically. I'm telling y'all, if people would believe me 100% on this and do it, you would be absolutely amazed on how much better you feel about yourself. I did it. And when I wake up in the mornings, I still give myself positive thoughts about myself. But now I usually only do it if I wake up and my day is not right off me feeling good. If I wake up and I've got things on my heart, I'll take 3-4 minutes to myself. And it works. Melissa, Keith, welcome to the stream. guys, like I said, we live these lives one time. And I think you should make it the best life that you possibly can. And that means in your relationships, in every kind of relationship. Relationship you got with maybe your kids, or with your parents, or your actual relationship, the relationship you got with yourself. Take advantage of the life that's given to you and make your life great. I believe in you guys. I know you can do it. If you guys ever have anything you want me to talk about, please message me. Now, sometimes the direct messages are kind of weird. Sometimes I can't read them. So, if you really want to make sure I get your message, send me an email. I'm going to type it in the chat window for you guys. Okay? So, there you go. That's the email. 737flights@gmail.com. If there's something you would like me to discuss in the third person view, so that it's not, saying who you are or describing what you're going through, I will turn it into a discussion, and I will come on and hopefully be able to give you some feedback on what you can do in that situation. I've had people ask me about situations with living with people, situations of being homeless, situations of having jobs and being bullied at work, situations of people's kids being bullied. I mean, I've had every kind of situation that you could think of being thrown at me, whether it was on YouTube or TikTok or Twitch or through my psychology and the internships I did. At the end of the day, I want to be that voice that people are looking for. I want to be that answer that people are looking for when they're having a crappy day. When they feel like no one's on their side. I want to be that person. I'm on all y'all's side. 100%. So if there's anything I can ever do, I want to do it. Yeah, so we had a really good day today. Had some good flights. Landing didn't work out on this last one because we didn't catch ILS or something. I don't know what happened. I think it might have been something I did on my own, but I mean, I've landed at Detroit many times and never had that problem. So I don't know. There's something. Maybe there's an update or something that I need to do that I'm not aware of. But I guess for today, well, I'm going to leave with this. I'm going to leave saying this. If you're in a bumpy relationship, whether it's the person you're with is cheating on you, beating on you or just disrespecting you instead of treating you like the person you are, take action. Because that's when changes will occur. Is when you stand up and say, I'm not going to take it no more. Trust me, it's not easy to do that. You know, when I was in a relationship, I had to make that choice to disappear. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my whole life. It destroyed me inside. But it was for the better. And I want to see you guys do the same thing. You deserve 100%. If you're not getting it, do something about it. Guys, I'll be back on tomorrow. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Remember, if you want to message me, maybe you just want to message me to talk. I love to talk. I'm not big about texting, but, you know, people want to talk on the phone. Hey, I'm always down for a conversation. I'm not here just to have TikTok, just so I can just say that I'm doing videos. I'm on TikTok to make a difference in the world, to be a voice, to be heard, to be a friend, to be a mentor, to be a shoulder to lean on. I love you guys. Please make sure you share the channel. Hopefully we can reach 1,000 followers by Wednesday. That's my goal. Just remember, you're number one. And if you're not being treated like number one, then it's time you do something about it. Y'all make sure you share the channel. Tap on the screen. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other social sites you might be a part of. Bring people over. Tell them to become a lounger right here at the lounge. Also, be sure to subscribe. If you can be a subscriber, I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. Because I go into full detail on some of the things I talk about. And trust me, you don't want to miss some of that. And I've got some other great things going on too. Y'all have a wonderful night. I love y'all. And just remember that together, right here on TikTok, right here in the lounge, together, we can work to create a better future for tomorrow.